Great point.
Eddie, how have you seen consistency helping your clients? Because in this area, in Silicon Valley, we know that there are people who made a lot of money in tech, but then there are also people who made a lot of money through real estate. So what are some of the patterns that you've seen consistently occur in those people who've been outrageously successful making money in real estate?
Great question. You know, some of my wealthiest clients, they actually say this mantra all the time: consistency, consistency, consistency. And what they mean by that is, you know, they obviously work hard, they make money, and they keep investing consistently. Okay. Now, Grant Cardone, for example, he says something pretty crazy. Actually, he says, you know, by December 31st, by the end of the year, you shouldn't have any money in your account. All that money should be invested in real estate. Now, think about, I know it's a very crazy statement because you need some money for, you know, with the rainy day.
People call it rainy day cash.
Yeah, exactly, right? But can you imagine, Mahesh, if we did that for the last 20 years?
Wow.
Yeah. Can you imagine, like, what our net worth would have been like? Right? And he's got a point. He's like, okay, first of all, it'll push you, it'll get you uncomfortable, and it'll push you to work harder. Starting January 1st.
Right.
That's one. And number two is the money is working for you while you sleep.
Wow.
Right? So to answer your question, I see a lot of my wealthy clients, they actually believe in consistency, and they're not even caught up trying to save 2% or 5% or even 10% when they're trying to negotiate that deal. They just want to get it and hold on to it. You know, I'll give you an example. I had an investor reach out to me 6-7 years ago. He sold a commercial building for like $17 million. And he's like, Eddie, I need to buy a bunch of single family homes all over the Bay Area. And I don't care. Whatever the best offer is, go 10, 20,000 above. And
so he
just wanted in. And guess what, Mahesh? He bought them 6-7 years ago. His money has almost doubled because the values have gone up so much.
Sure.
And that's why, I mean, I see people who are playing that game of consistency of winning versus the people who are sitting on the sideline and thinking. And that goes for any part of your life.
True.
Goes for your mindset, goes for your health, goes for your fitness, goes for your income. You have to really believe in consistency.
Absolutely. So no matter how hard a goal is, as long as you're consistently doing whatever it takes.
Yes.
And then staying put, like you said, in this case, your client actually saw his money also get to the bottom. But the thing was, he remained consistent with that strategy rather than pulling it out.
That's right.
And then over the long term horizon, things are always going to look better than what they were.
That's right.
In this case, in real estate.
Yeah.
Amazing.
How about you, Mahesh? How do you deal with consistency with your clients?
So, absolutely. So, once we have clarity established with our clients, which means our 1 year, 3 year, 5 year goals are laid out, and we've also specified how do we get there, that's when the importance of consistency comes in. I mean, my favorite example is Steph Curry, right? He practices 500 shots every single day.
That's right.
So if you look at that kind of practice, he actually practices about 158 times more than what he does on the field. He practices 158 times more shots than he does on the field. So that's a kind of a consistency. If we can bring, then the rewards are going to be really big, really public.
Yeah.
So I'll give an example of one of my friends and dear client, Subhan Ali. Subhan Ali was laid off from eBay back in 2018.
Okay.
So when I worked with him to bring him clarity and then establish consistency in his everyday routines and how he would now approach his life, approach his career, that caused a lot of small but consistent outcomes. And fast forward a few months, he landed opportunities, and he took at that point what we thought was the best one at NVIDIA. And you can only imagine where NVIDIA went from 2018.
Yeah.
We all know what happened to NVIDIA, right? So now 2018 to 2024, Subhan's doing amazing at NVIDIA.
Yeah.
He's now a partner. He's leading a huge initiative, a huge partnership with one of the other iconic companies.
Awesome.
And if I look back at his journey, he's really crushed it because he became clear at that point. He became consistent in the outcomes that he was delivering, and he absolutely took and applied the framework that I brought to him through coaching.
Great job. Great job.
Thank you, Eddie. Thank you, Eddie.